High standards, of course. Somewhere along the way, thinking became the hiding place and preparation turned into the shield. You planned for everything and somehow nothing moved. That was Tyrion Lannister's curse. Brilliant, quick, always a few moves ahead, and still the respect never arrived. He knew what happened when he stepped out, so he stayed in the shadows, refining every angle, outthinking the room instead of standing in it. Here's the sting: waiting for certainty is still a decision, but it lets the room move without you. We call it preparation. It looks responsible, smart, safe, but sometimes it's camouflage because inside the work, no one can disagree with you, and in there, you still feel valuable. I get why you do it. Quality matters, people matter, the stakes are real. Here's the twist: quality doesn't register until someone can see it, and being seen always feels early. Let's bring in Sophie. She wouldn't call it hiding, not really. She just made things work quietly, without drama. When someone missed a deadline, she didn't wait to be asked, picked it up, and made sure the project still landed. No one needed to manage her. She was already there, anticipating what others didn't see, holding it all together. People noticed: sharp, reliable, the kind of person who gets things done. And for a long time, that felt like enough. She believed the work would speak for itself, until the day it didn't. A bigger room this time, new faces. A slide comes up, her logic, her sequence, not her name. She could speak, she doesn't. The draft isn't final. The meeting rolls on. Everything looks okay. Inside, something doesn't. She tells herself, next time, but the weight in her chest doesn't leave. It's not about being ready. It's about choosing to be seen anyway. Not perfect, not certain, just present. Say it out loud. Put it on the table. Let your work meet the room, not your doubts. Here's the simplest visible move. Name what you see in one line. Here's what I'm seeing and a rough way we could fix it. Then show a first pass, maybe a slide, a sketch, or just a paragraph. Keep it short, keep it real, and bring it into the room. But what if it's wrong? It will be in parts. That's the point. Being early lets the room correct it while it's still cheap to change. What if they think I'm unprepared? They won't. If you're clear, you're showing version 1 on purpose. What if someone else speaks over me? Then you will have spoken first. Your work will have your voice on it. Responsibility can hide hesitation. You're not unprepared. You're careful, and careful is good. But when careful becomes silent, careful becomes invisible, and invisible isn't safe. Sophie kept waiting for the right moment, kept smoothing the draft, polishing the handover, making sure the email sounded right. Except the right moment is the one where you put your name on the work, before someone else does. Tyrion didn't begin with power. He began with shame. Everyone in the room knew he was brilliant, but they also knew he'd never be chosen. His father looked straight through him. His sister weaponized every word he said. So he stopped trying to be seen and just focused on being right, on staying ahead, on giving no one a reason to question him, because if he could be clever enough, maybe he wouldn't have to put himself on the line. Silence doesn't keep you safe. It hands your work to whoever's loudest. That line hurt when I learned it, because once you see the cost of silence, the trade becomes obvious. Be seen a little too early or be erased right on time. So make yourself a promise. Back it up with something others can see. Maybe it's a slide, a sketch, or just a paragraph. Forget perfect. Show it anyway. That's version 1 on purpose. Need a line to start? Borrow one of mine. I'm putting this in early so we can stress test it together. Or, this is version 1. I want your input before I spend more time on it. Short, clear, a move that saves time and sharpens the outcome. What's the first version 1 you'll show this week? Share it in the comments. I'd love to know. If you want a one-page cue card for this, the exact lines and a 60-second warm-up, grab the free PDF below. You don't need to wait for final. Make version 1 visible now. Sophie tried it. She brought a one-slide rough cut to the next check-in. She opened with, version 1, need your eyes before I waste a week. Nobody laughed. They engaged. They improved it. And they used her name on the slide. This isn't about shouting. It's about taking responsibility for being visible. That's part of the work too. And yes, it will feel early. That feeling is your cue, not your stop sign. We've named the loop and how hiding inside the work keeps you stuck. You can take the first step to break it today. Your work counts when you choose to show it. When you do, that's how you truly build your momentum. Next time, one pre-week switch that ends polite overcommitting without adding a single task.